men's soft guy era response on TikTok has modern women freaking out. So they are seeing what's happening with men walking away, and it's eating into their bottom line. Because a lot of these women in Western society today, they are living entirely off the simp economy. And now that men have found their gonads and are standing up to women and saying, no, you can pay for some stuff, you can provide for us, you can do stuff. These same women who are feminist, they are extremely feminist. They're independent. They don't need men to do anything for them. These are also the same women that are furious when men say, well, you should pay for dinner, you should send me some money via Cash App so I can get ready to go on our date. You should help cover my phone bill, help cover my rent. You know, I don't want to date brokies. I don't want to date dusties. These are the same exact things that women have been saying forever. You know, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy who can't get no love from me, hanging out on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Yeah, this is the reality. Women have been saying this for 30 years. 30 years, and now men are saying the same things. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a girl who can't get no love from me, hanging out on the passenger side of her best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. It's not happening. And now men are flipping the script and saying they just want the same things that women have been asking for decades, and women need to step up because men are the prize, and women are basically infuriated by this. They want these videos taken down. And it's crazy because when they were doing this, it was okay. When men do this, now they're shaming men. They're caught saying that, a man's sexuality is in question if he wants a woman to pay for things. You have Fox News going after men, saying that there are no soft men here and that they're raising, women. And these women on Fox News are like, I'm raising my children I'm raising all of my boys to know that they are providers and they are protectors, and they will pay whenever they take a woman out on a date. Didn't I tell you that women are basically just raising men to be beta male providers for other women? A man will sit down and talk to his daughter and tell his daughter about male nature and what men are looking for, what men actually want. But a woman never does this. A dad will sit down and say, "Yo," he would say, "Okay, okay, babe," or "baby girl," or whatever. Like, listen, sweetie, daddy was a dog when he was coming up, and daddy did a lot of dirty things out there in the streets, right? And this is how men are, and I don't want you to end up with a dirty dog like daddy. And she's like, but daddy, you're so wonderful. And he's like, well, that's because daddy found Jesus, and he changed, and I changed my ways. But I don't want you out here with the kinds of men that I used to be, right? And a man will sit down his daughter down and be real with her on this. A woman will never tell her children, her sons, about female nature. She will never tell her sons what women are actually like. Now, she will sabotage her sons so that her sons cannot be in a healthy relationship with a woman, but she will never talk about female nature. She will never tell men how women actually think and operate, because for her to do that, it means that she would actually have to be showing her hand and revealing that she has these same toxic traits. And of course, she will never do that. Like, some of y'all need to be very careful. Your mommy doesn't love you as much as you think she does. All right? And it's hard because just like how you have a lot of these simps out here in society causing problems, you don't realize that a lot of them have these toxic relationships with their mothers. It's, in fact, it starts with their mothers, and then it spreads from there, and then the rest of society pays for it. It's ridiculous. And then you have these women who are now putting out video after video, condemning men, trying to have their videos taken down, have these men censored, trying to use shaming tactics, and of course it's not working, you know.
Men are so jealous of women, especially beautiful women. And the root of all of that anger and all of that jealousy is the patriarchy, which is, guess what? Set up by men. The reality is that men are expected to wake up early every single day and go to work and get a paycheck and pay for bills, not only for themselves, but for their wives, their girlfriends, any future kids they might have. They have to do hard manual labor or work their way up a corporate ladder. But women don't have to do that. And it makes y'all so upset that girls like me or other beautiful girls can capitalize off of our looks and make an amazing living. And I'm not saying at all that just because a girl is pretty, she doesn't have to work hard or she isn't a hard worker. If anything, you kind of have to work a little bit harder to get over the bias of being pretty. But there's no denying that there are so many life advantages to being attractive. This goes for men and women, but for whatever reason, it makes men so upset. The fact that I make the money that I do and I have the lifestyle that I have because of my looks and what I post on social media really upsets y'all. Because y'all wish y'all had it this easy and y'all don't. So you're angry. I get it.
Do you see how nasty and bitter this individual is to say these things? And she acknowledges, she says that the problem is because of the patriarchy. Men feel this way because of the patriarchy. Men have to act. And she says, she acknowledges that men live hard lives, but then says that essentially that's how it's supposed to be because you're men and you're just jealous that we get to live life easier than you do and we can make money off our looks. Like, and if you want to know who this woman is, right? I'll tell you exactly who this woman is. This woman has an OnlyFools account. Okay. So she's one of those people on OnlyFools. And she feels so proud, absolutely so proud, boasting that she doesn't have to work hard. She has an easy life, and we're all jealous of her. We are all jealous of her because she can basically, and here's a screenshot. Here's a screenshot. All right, Trixie, just a fun girl looking for a fun time. My page is fully redacted. I redacted that, and you won't be. And let's look at what she's selling it for. Limited offer, 70% off. So she's basically selling it for $4.20 for 30 days. All right, but you can also get a 3-month bundle for $35.67, 6-month bundle for $67.15, and a 12-month bundle, which is 30% off. Wow, that's a real special deal right there for just $117.52. Right? And it says 3 offers left. Oh wow, there's only 3 offers left. I really need to hurry up and jump on that. It's as if I've never run a business before and I don't know the oldest trick in the book of getting people to believe that, like just on Amazon, oh, there's only 3 of these laptops left. Hurry and get it soon before they run out. Guys, I'm telling, like, never trust anything that you see. It's all a scheme. And of course, I made sure to, like, redact as much of it as I possibly can because this is a joke. But she has an OnlyFools page. She has an OnlyFools page, and she's saying that men are jealous of her because she's living this easy life, and we wish that we could live easy lives because men have to wake up, they have to go to work, they have to work hard, they have to provide and protect for women, and they're jealous because women don't have to do these things, and that's just how it is. And the problem is because of patriarchy why men don't want to do these things. Like, what the living hell? Now, if this is the video that you just watched, let's look at some of the comments. You have one woman here who says real in agreement with her. But then you have someone else who says, from Ron Smith, who says, anyone using that much, and the girl who said real got 5 likes. But then Ron Smith said, anyone using that much makeup and speaking of beauty is delusional and hypocritical, like nice face paint, right? And then he got 94 likes. And then Zill says, how can you get jealous when you have a filter and makeup on? 236 likes. Okay. King says, being an adult worker on OnlyFools isn't a job. It is selling oneself. No man wants to marry a person who is selling oneself in the streets. Time and gravity never stop. The next hot POA is just around the corner. My wife material, you are not. 130 likes. No filter added on here. Anyone can be successful at OF. I was 4 years. 135 likes. Okay. Right. The funny thing is, the average woman only earns $150 a month on OnlyFools. 150 a month, y'all. Okay, so while it looks like these women are earning all this money, they're delusional. If a woman is making $75,000 a year on OnlyFools and she thinks she's doing wonderfully, she's out of her mind. Let's say she's making $100,000 a year from OnlyFools, right? After she pays taxes, after OnlyFools takes their cut of that's $70,000 because they take about 30% to my understanding. So she's left with $70,000, and then when you split that in and then there's the taxes. So after taxes come out of that $70,000, and a lot of these girls are not paying their taxes properly. They're not paying their taxes, and that's why they're getting in trouble with the IRS and they end up broke and homeless. $70,000 after they take out taxes. We're down to somewhere closer to 55 to $60,000. Okay, right around there, and they're supposed to live off that. Like, I'm just being so honest. The average OnlyFools creator is not making $100,000 a year. They're making $150 a month. 150 a month, $1,800 a year. And the moment you set foot on that platform, it's going to have long-term consequences. I guarantee you, the Justice Department is trying to build a case right now against this platform. Okay? The Department of Justice is hands down trying to build a case right now against this platform. And just like they took years to build a case against Diddy, and they had everything they needed before they went in and did their raid, they are working right now to build a case against that platform. And once they've built their case against the platform, they will go in and they're going to shut it down. They're going to go after the people who created the platform, and they're going to go after the women who work on the platform, the women and the men. Okay? Because you have a lot of these e-pimps that are working on these platforms. It's an absolute disgrace. And she thinks that she's a boss babe. She thinks that she's in charge. Guys, these women have no financial literacy. Someone pointed this out. You have these celebrities, you have these athletes, and these men have financial planners. They have financial planners, they have managers, they have all of these people around them that are there to ensure that they don't go broke, right? And despite all of that, despite everything, these men still end up going broke. Okay? These men still end up not knowing how to manage money, despite having all of these people around them that are there, financial accountants, financial advisors, accountants, managers, all of these people that are supposed to help them protect their assets, and they still end up losing everything. And end up bagging groceries or whatever. It's a sad reality. And then you want to tell me that women who have zero financial literacy, don't have any of these men around, don't have any of these people around them, are going to are boss babes, and they're going to end up better off than these men. And keep in mind, say what you want, a lot of these guys are college educated, or at least they had some college. Some of these guys actually had really good GPAs in high school. And yes, I know there's a lot of foolery going on there. But guys like Shaquille O'Neal are very intelligent. Shaquille O'Neal has a doctorate. A lot of these men are very intelligent, and they still end up in this situation. And these women who have zero financial literacy, no advisors, no accountant, they have no idea how taxes work, how investing works. And they're on podcasts and they're doing these things and acting like they're boss babes. Guys, they're all going to be broke in less than 10 years. In less than 10 years, they're all going to be broke, and they're not going to be able to return to the real world. No company is going to hire them coming from that platform. Once the DOJ shuts that thing down, all of these women, they lose their source of income. All these other platforms like Foolsly, right? Let's call it Foolsly, is going to go along with it, and they're going to be running. Some of these women are going to end up being charged with a variety of different things, and even the ones that don't, they're not going to have any money. And here's the saddest part about it: psychologically, they're going to be very broken, because to go from living, in expensive apartments, driving the kind of cars like you're seeing on the television right now, wow, you're seeing on the screen right now. Guys, isn't it crazy how far technology has come, where it looks like for a moment you're not paying attention, and you think like a video game looks so much like so photorealistic. It's insane. It's insane. It's like I thought I was like you're watching TV, because it's so photorealistic at this point. But yeah, these women, they after living these lifestyles, and when they hit rock bottom and they've lost everything, they're going to feel like they still deserve those things. And they're not going to be able to reintegrate into a normal society. And they're gonna blame men. They're gonna continue blaming the patriarchy. Notice what she did. The first thing she did was blame the patriarchy. Okay, let's listen to that again.
Men are so jealous of women, especially beautiful women. And the root of all of that anger and all of that jealousy is the patriarchy, which is, guess what? Set up by men. The reality is that men are expected to wake up early every single day and go to work and get a paycheck and pay for bills, not only for themselves, but for their wives, their girlfriends, any future kids they might have. They have to do hard manual labor or work their way up a corporate ladder. But women don't have to do that. And it makes y'all so upset that girls like me or other beautiful girls can capitalize off of our looks and make an amazing living.
Do you see that, guys? They know. It's not that they don't know what men go through. It's not that they don't know the hardships. We don't have to tell them that. They're basically not trying to hide it anymore. They know how hard our lives are, and they don't care because they think that because they basically, their view is also this, that men were born to suffer. Men were born to suffer, and men were born to suffer for them. Men were born to suffer for them. Men were born to slave for them. That is the purpose of a man for a woman, to suffer for the benefit of women. This is what women believe. They believe that a man's purpose is to suffer for the benefit of women. Guys, that's what what that actually is. Many of you already know. That's a slave. It is so sad, but that's the reality we live in. But that's why we have soft guy era, because men are turning around and saying, I'm not taking it. All right. And they're flipping the script. And that's why these women are so furious. Guys, don't forget I have another channel called Angry where I discuss anime, gaming, nerd stuff, real world stuff, and whatever else interests me. There's a link to a description of the video. Go check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Support my work. And if you're enjoying the content on the Angry Guy channel, and you want even more content like this, you can head over to the Men Walking Away channel. I post videos daily on the Men Walking Away channel, and there's a link to it in the description of the video. Go check out Men Walking Away, subscribe, and enjoy. What do you guys think regarding this men soft guy era response on TikTok has modern women freaking out? Let me know your thoughts on this, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA Men Walking Away, and cheers.